when I do eBay store review lives, I don't have a chance to get to everyone. So I am randomly selecting some people who filled out the form and doing a recording for them. If you have filled out the form and I haven't gotten to you, or you would like a store review, I do them for purchase as well. The link is down below. You can use a coupon code for 50% off for a store review. I do this much more in detail for the purchase as well, and send you recommendations with videos and recommendations. But today's video, we're going to be looking at a store. We're going to start with exactly what they need to do, how many listings they need to do to hit the goal that they are telling me. And then we'll look at their store and review it and see what they can do to improve some of those numbers to make the money that they want to make. The first thing we're looking at is the golden formula for resellers. This is a spreadsheet that you can purchase down below as well. If you are a member in my YouTube, you also get this for free along with courses and discounts on some of my other products. But what I find is most people, you need to know your numbers and know if your expectations are even realistic for what you're currently doing. So we're looking at, they have a goal of $8,000 gross revenue a month. Their average sale price is currently $26.75, and they have a 7.5 sell-through rate. So this means of the items that they have available, they currently have 2,000 items available, 2,600 items available. They're selling 7.5%. None of these numbers are good, bad. It just is what it is. And if you can look at the numbers and figure out what you need to do to hit that $8,000, you'll be able to make a goal and make some strategic decisions about how to get to that. So based off of the numbers that they have, they want to get to $8,000 gross revenue with their average sale price and their sell-through rate. They need 3,988 items available or they need that many active listings to hit this goal. If their average sale price and their sell-through rate stays the same, they will be able to make $8,000. To do this, they need to increase their store by 1,338. That means they're currently selling 199 a month. That means they are 6 months. So to get to this in 6 months, they need to be listing 14 items a day. Now that's 14 items a day at these current numbers. So that means 14 items that are going to keep their average sale price at $26 and keep their sell-through rate at 7%. Now let's say, hey, I don't have that much space for that many active listings. I can't source 14 items a day to be listing. They can work on increasing it. Let's say they double their sell-through rate to 15%. Now they actually have enough. They don't even really have to, they have too many active listings, right? So they can increase it to 10%, even just increasing it to 10%. They really only need to increase their store to 300 more active listings, and they would be hitting their goal. 2.5% increase in your sell-through rate is really manageable. Let's do that again, is really manageable. So what I would say, we're going to look at their store, but what I would honestly say is, and this is where I'll link a video up above about why listing more isn't always the option. Based off of what they're currently doing, yes, they could list more and get to where they need to be. But that also means that they would be they would have to be buying more, listing more, photographing more, having more storage space, right? They can get to that number simply by increasing their sell-through rate by 10%, 2.5%, selling 2.5% more of their items without having to spend that much more money and increasing all of that, spending more time. There's things that you can do to increase your sell-through rate. And I want to say one more thing, and then we'll look at their store. They could also increase their average sale price. So when they're outsourcing, be really diligent in figuring out, hey, I want to increase my average sale price to $35. Increasing your average sale price, keeping the same sell-through rate, they're now only having to increase their active store to 3,000. That's only 400 more items, which is manageable, right? It's probably similar to, they're probably only 1 or 2 more active listings daily compared to what they're doing now. That would be a little bit more manageable. So let's look at a couple things that they can be doing to increase those average sale price, increase their sell-through rate based off of their current store. So we're looking at their store, 100% positive feedback. That's amazing. 5,000 items sold. So 100% positive feedback with 5,000 items sold means that they are a stellar seller. Stellar seller. So kudos to you. We're gonna look at this, but I honestly think that some of it is just a numbers game for you. It's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. The market's kind of going down, and you may need to just change some of your strategies to increase that sell-through rate or to increase that to increase any one of those numbers. So they have a banner up at the top. I'm going to say visually, I would kind of prefer it to be a little bit longer. However, this does give me an idea of what's happening. It looks like maybe they sell more like vintage type things. And then when you scroll down, this is also leading me to believe that they sell more vintage. I like that they have categories over here, especially because it seems like they sell in various different categories: shoes, swimwear, kids, all of that. This is leading me to believe that it is kind of, what do you call it? Like vintagey kinds of things. They do have an about, and they do have a video, which eBay recommends. This is all, they obviously have a store because they have all of this. eBay has said there is data out there backing that if you have, people want to buy from someone they feel connected to. So all of these little things that I am pointing out are connecting buyers to this store. If you can increase your followers, they have 233 followers, which is a lot more than a lot of stores that I have reviewed and seen. If you can increase your followers, especially if you're selling in a niche, and get those customers to come back, if you increase your repeat buyers by 5%, you can increase your net profit up to 75%. People are more willing to buy from someone that they trust, someone that they feel feel confident in buying from. And small businesses, right? More people are starting to be more appreciative of supporting small businesses, and everything that they are doing on their store is showing that. Life is a circus. This is my little corner of eBay telling you about it. I'm not going to play the video because just for the sake of time, and it slows down my speed process. But I do like that they have a video there. Hopefully it helps connect them to the buyer. They are a top rated seller, which is awesome. Definitely great. And then they have their store policy. So this all looks really good to me. Positive feedback, like I said, is positive. They have these ratings are really good. So they are definitely a stellar seller. If you come on down, I am going to mention one thing about the categories. If you have your own categories, you set up your own categories. Let's say you sell Christmas and you want like a Christmas category. Fine, put it on your store. When you're selecting categories from your listings on the back end on eBay, you want to select an eBay category. And the reason for this is when you are searching on eBay, you have all those filters on the left side. Those are clickable buttons. Those clickable buttons are from the item specifics from the listings that eBay gives you. If you make something up and you put something else there that's not something that eBay has, when someone selects that category, your item is not going to show. So that's one reason that you want to do item specifics. That's one reason that you want to make sure to have the categories. If you want to do it on your store and organize it how you want, fine. It's easier once people get to your store to be able to look at it. You come down here and you look at your top picks. A white background is recommended. That's white enough. The reason a white background is recommended is because the eBay and Google both have this as best practice. It's easier for their algorithm to pick up. Top picks. So these are their top picks. Let's scroll down. They do have a 10% sale on. You scroll down here. These are the items that are just in. So this is appeasing for a buyer. All things that eBay recommends to get buyers on your store and purchase from you instead of all of the other 7 zillion other sellers, especially because they do women's fashion, it looks like. These are the popular items. The newly listed, I would be interested to know the purpose of this. I see newly listed, but pictures to come. I don't know. It seems a little confusing to me. So here's my thing with this. eBay, when you first list an item, eBay puts it out in front of an audience. They're going to put it out in front of an audience and see if people want to buy it. And if you're getting a lot of people clicking on it, a lot of people spending time on it, a lot of people clicking on that item and then going to your store, all good things in the back end algorithm, people are saying, hey, eBay's algorithm is saying, hey, this is a good item. I'm going to keep promoting it and showing it to other people because people like it and someone's going to buy it. eBay's algorithm wants to make money. They want to make money. You want to make money, right? These are things that the algorithm is doing. If you have an item up listed and someone is searching for, let's say, this LuLaRoe Chihuahua profile dog lover stretch leggings. Let's say someone is searching for that and your picture comes up, but they can't actually see the item. They're not going to click on it. So now after days of this, however long it takes you to get the picture up, after time of this, eBay's going to say, hey, I keep putting this in front of people that I think are going to like it. No one's clicking on it. I'm going to stop showing it. So your item is actually going to start getting suppressed. So I don't know that I would recommend this. I've never seen this before. I would be interested to know the reason behind this and if people are having success with it. But my thought goes to that you're going to start suppressing your own items in doing this. I do like that they have a banner. They're showing, hey, this is an extra sale that I'm running. I do like the theme. I would say as a buyer, it was slightly confusing looking at it just quickly. I thought it was like more like vintage hard goods stuff, not necessarily what they're actually selling. So, I mean, that's interesting. And then you go down and you can see all the items. I want to take a look at one of their items. I just opened it up to see. They do have a coupon code on everything, on their whole store. So they are definitely using promoted listing, or they're definitely using coupons and sales. They are top rated plus, which means they're a top rated seller. It means the plus means that this item qualifies for plus, which means returns accepted. They have best offer on as well. Their photos are really good and bright. Excuse me, let me see if they have measurements. The one thing I would say, I don't know what their return rate is. The one thing I would say is to add measurements. Let's scroll down and see, maybe they have the measurements in, they do have the measurements in the listing. The thing that people don't read descriptions. People also don't look at all the photos. So it is what it is. But they're saying 60 to 80% of buyers are on mobile, and scrolling all the way down to the description and seeing this much in a description is really hard to see. So putting in photos and then maybe also in the description could be helpful. I want to go back and change what it is, but maybe moving forward. The other thing you want to be mindful of is when you're doing the description, doing these bullet points actually stops the algorithm. A punctuation and a punctuation and emoji actually stops the algorithm. It's like a stopping point for the algorithm. So if it's going through and figuring out if this is an item that it wants to show in front of someone, those bullet points are actually going to stop it. The other thing too is most people are on mobile. So too much information in the description is getting lost. People aren't going to be doing it. If it's super easy for you to do and you have a template and it's easy to update, fine. But I wouldn't worry too much about adding too much to the description, just the basic information that people are going to need. You have a lot of stuff in your description. Not knowing the actual item, it does look like you have a lot of item specifics. You do not have to do the whole circle on the item specifics. That is just eBay's way of, giving you a visual, and they've admitted that it's not the best way. You do not want to do item specifics that are not relevant to your item. Again, this goes back to if someone is searching, and it doesn't look like they have it here. If someone is going in and searching for an item and you've selected an item specific that is not relevant, it is now being shown to people that don't want to see it. And if they don't want to see it, they're not going to click on it. So eBay's going to keep pushing it to people who, based off of this, and no one's clicking on it, they're going to stop showing it, because in their back mind, the algorithm is saying, hey, I'm pushing it out in front of these people. I'm pushing it based off of this item specific that you have checked. No one's clicking on it. Obviously, it's not a good item. Right? So you really want to be mindful in the item specifics that you're selecting, that you are clicking on items on item specifics that are actually relevant to your item. The other thing too is you only want to select items in that drop down menu. If you're adding things to that drop down menu, it's the reason for the item specifics and the things in the listing is for people to click on the left hand filter. So if you're adding things and it's not an eBay selected drop down, no one can click on it. So it's kind of useless information and a waste of your time. It's not coming up in any search as well. The one thing I do want to mention on this, and I don't know this specific item, so maybe it's like highly sought after or something, but what you want to be mindful of is your comping and your pricing strategies. This has a 10% off, so it's coming up when people are selecting a review. If you promote your listing, this is one of the many places that they're showing up. eBay says, hey, this person is looking, I am a buyer, I'm looking at this item. I'm interested in this item, they're showing other similar items. So if you don't promote your items, this is what you're missing out on. You're missing out on these items showing up when someone's searching for something similar. And if I'm a buyer, I'm saying, hey, I like this. This looks nice. I'm scrolling down to look at it a little bit more. And then I scroll down here and I say, oh, look at all these Banana Republic shirts in my size. This one's $10. This one's $13. This one's $14. This one's $25. I may select on one of these because they are cheaper. Like I said, I don't know the specific item, so there may be a reason that it's priced that high. But when you're going through and pricing your items, you want to be mindful of your competition. You also want to be mindful of, they have 5.5 shipping standard. That seems pretty reasonable, but you want to be mindful of if other people are doing free shipping, they see the same item with free shipping in one of these, related sponsors, all of these, it is going to have it where they're going to select on someone else's. You want to be mindful of your competition. If you guys like this review, this video, do make sure drop your store down below, and I will randomly start selecting stores to do reviews on. I also do this live, so definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can follow me live to do it. If you like this, YouTube also thinks that you liked this. I will link a playlist here of how to make money reselling on eBay and Poshmark, and then make sure to hit that subscribe button.